and thank you very much, Mayor Giuliani, for this interview.
You're very welcome.
As President Trump's former lawyer, what are your thoughts about the upcoming elections and what challenges does President Trump face?
Well, he faces the challenge he's always faced, the American media and press, and it's broader than the media. It's the American big shots, the elite. They are, including the crooked Democratic Party. They're aligned against him because they fear that he's the only one that will expose their crime arrangements. I mean, the Biden administration has been the most crooked administration in American history.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
You know, Kamala Harris tells you what to think of her. By doing that, by not having a press conference for 45 days, unheard of. So now that Harris has become the candidate, who up until then was considered the dopiest vice president in history, they used to make jokes about her because she can't really speak English properly. She failed the bar exam. She's failed everything she's done. She's put in charge of the border, and we have 10 million illegals, about 100 times more than any American president, not just Trump. Now, all of a sudden, they're making her into some kind of a hero because she's the alternative to Trump. She's still the same Bar Association failure as borders are, and person who can't speak English properly.
What do you think about the enormous immigration problem?
Well, this is unprecedented. We've never faced this. I mean, we've had immigration, both legal and illegal, forever. What we're going through now is unprecedented in American history. I'll just give you an example. Over the 3.5 years of Harris and Biden, more illegals came in than 20 times any other president in history. Right now, crime is happening in America's major cities and some small ones, more because of the migrants than any other reason. All invited here by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They're invited here. He invites them to come here.
Mayor Giuliani, what do you think about pro-Hamas anti-Semitic protests?
Well, it wouldn't happen if I was the mayor, you can be sure of that. I mean, they'd have been arrested much faster. Look at Colombia. All the people that caused the problem in Colombia, burn buildings, they all were let out. Anti-Semitism is unacceptable. Also, the President of the United States and Vice President never refer to it. They talk about how terrible the Palestinians are being treated. They don't talk about how terrible the Jewish people are being treated. We have people blaming Netanyahu for the death of the hostages. My goodness, they were gunned down in cold blood by Hamas, who killed hostages. That used to be a shocking war crime. Netanyahu didn't do that. He's just defending his country. They say something that's even worse. They say, we support Israel, but everything is Netanyahu's fault. So, of course, they don't support Israel. They take it away, and then they stab Israel in the back. And they support Hamas.
And what is your opinion about the hostage deal?
President Biden and Kamala Harris really deserve a sentence in hell for that. I mean, they've ignored them completely. I mean, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Why don't we try to extricate them? We have the SEAL teams. We have the Rangers. We have the best extrication units in the world. I've worked with them. Why have we made no attempt to go in there and take them out? Our military is a hell of a lot better than the wretched politicians who run us. And Hamas is not exactly the most sophisticated military to deal with. And I agree wholeheartedly with the idea that Hamas has to be destroyed. When a group wants to eliminate you for 50 years and teaches their 2-year-old children to eliminate Jews, the only way you're going to save Israel is by eliminating them.
And Mayor Giuliani, what message would you like to convey to the Israeli people and the Jews in the United States?
I would convey to the people of Israel that the attitude of the governing regime is not the attitude of most Americans. Most Americans love Israel. And that we're just in a terrible period where we have a president and vice president who have corrupted values. Standing ready is a majority of Americans to take over this government correctly, and we'll be 100% on the side of Israel.
Mayor Giuliani, thank you so much for this interview.
You're very welcome.